Last year, the Academy Awards brought in some of its lowest ratings, though improving over the year prior. While the state of the prestigious Oscars isn't dependent on viewership, it is a sign that interest in the once hotly anticipated event is at an all-time low. For many, it's an overall disinterest in the films that are nominated and eventually picked to win by the Academy. The voters have long been dogged for their picks, usually receiving critiques of being out of touch or too snobbish to nominate fan-favorite projects. This year saw films from all over the world, all different genres, and almost every studio made their mark. Some have even cemented themselves as defining moments of cinema. These are the type of projects the Academy Awards need to nominate and eventually award if they have a chance for surviving the next generation. For this list, we will look at 7 movies from 2022 that deserve a shot at Best Picture. These picks will range in style, genre, and popularity, but their intent is to bring in viewers to the Academy Awards. Be sure to share your picks for the 95th Annual Academy Awards, and now join us as we look at potential Oscar gold. Number 7. Nope. If a current filmmaker knows how to impress the Academy Awards, it's Jordan Peele. The filmmaker stormed the scene with his debut, Get Out, making him an instant fan favorite and even earning him a win for Best Original Screenplay. While Nope doesn't hit the same social commentary of his debut film, it's still a great movie about the art of making movies. That's rare to do, especially when we have things like The Fabelmans, which aren't that popular. Nope is a genre-bending romp. It's a little bit of Jaws with a whole lot of close encounters, but it still feels wholly original. Peele feels like he leveled up as a filmmaker with this piece, making Nope one of the most memorable outings of the year. It also has some awards momentum, as one of the film's stars, Keke Palmer, won Best Supporting Actress at the 2022 New York Film Critics Award. What also helps is it feels like Nope is the type of rare genre film the Academy Awards could actually like, giving it an edge over some of its peers here. Number 6. The Batman. A small key to getting a comic book movie nominated at the Oscars is to either set the movie in Wakanda or Gotham. Black Panther and several Batman-themed movies have succeeded at the Academy Awards. Just a few years ago, we saw Joaquin Phoenix take home the Best Actor award for his work in Joker, and now we see the Batman attempt another prestigious DC entry at the Oscars. Matt Reeves' nearly 3-hour Batman movie impressed at the box office while also delighting hardcore fans and film critics. The Batman feels like a fresh new take, giving a more David Fincher 7-like quality to the Batman story and making it feel far more elevated. Reeves' direction was solid, and the film could easily dominate some technical categories. It's a rare perfect storm for a film franchise that feels like it's been done to death. Comic book movies are an easy way to ensure that fan engagement, and a nomination or even potential wins for the Batman could come off not as silly as those fan-voted awards that we saw this year. Number 5. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Getting a sequel nominated for an Oscar isn't an easy task. It's why Black Panther Wakanda Forever is not on this list, despite that original even getting plenty of nominations. But something about Rian Johnson's Knives Out sequel feels like it could break the stigma and have a run at the Academy Awards. Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery is hilariously relevant, almost painfully so, especially when you think about how close Edward Norton's character is to Twitter owner Elon Musk. These types of sharp social commentaries always play well with the Academy Awards. Look at Don't Look Up last year, and the script does not just rely on pop culture jokes to be funny. The film is incredibly well written, sleekly directed, and earnestly needed for comedy movies in Hollywood right now. Much like Jordan Peele, Rian Johnson plays well to the awards crowds, and he comes with a fan favorite film this year. This is the moment to give Glass Onion some love. Number 4. RRR. If you've seen RRR, you know it's a lot of a movie, a non-stop thrill ride from Indian filmmaker S.S. Rajamouli. If you haven't had the chance to see this 3-hour epic yet, stop what you're doing right now and seek this out. This movie is an easy choice for any cinema lover, as it's one of the most impactful movies of the year. And look, this movie also has action scenes with tigers and there's dance numbers. It's just incredible to watch. Indian films are familiar with the Academy Awards. Dating back to 1957 with Mother India, the country has made incredible selections, and it feels like the Oscars likes to spotlight this community. But it feels like none have deserved it more than RRR, which feels like a victory lap for the country's filmmaking community. Everything you love about cinema, especially Indian cinema, is encapsulated here. This film could easily be a lock for Best International Film at the Academy Awards, but it should just transcend any language barriers and become a Best Picture contender. Number 3. Elvis. Elvis is one of those rare movies that feels manufactured for almost everyone to love. Everything on display here works for an overall enjoyable experience, from all that crazy background music to an explosive filmmaking style. It's just a lot of a movie, and a pretty good movie. Is it a bit too messy and bold at times? Yes, but that's why we hired Baz Luhrmann in the first place. As a film, Elvis has grown on me. While Tom Hanks isn't at his strongest, this movie is truly about Elvis himself, and Austin Butler eats it up. Like I said, it's not a perfect film, but the good certainly outweighs the bad. You also cannot deny the reports of industry screenings having insane reactions, with people basically just dancing in the aisles throughout the film. With Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, we could see a repeat of the masterful Moulin Rouge, which received 8 nominations and 2 wins. As we tire of these kind of biopic movies, it's fair that we should nominate a movie that's as good as Elvis. Number 2, Everything Everywhere All at Once. There's something about movies from A24 that don't always translate to Academy Awards love. There are some major wins, but not as many as Film Twitter or us cult film fans would love to see. Thankfully, Everything Everywhere All at Once does exist, and it can push the studio to new heights, like being a future Best Picture winner. There has been a growing number of detractors with some very valid criticisms against this over-the-top action drama, yet it feels undeniable that Everything Everywhere All at Once deserves its place in the awards race. The acting is top tier, with Ke Huy Quan already taking home wins around the awards critic circuit. Let's not forget the fantastic work from Michelle Yeoh, Stephanie Su, and Jamie Lee Curtis. This is a well-acted movie with good directing, and it's fair to say that the Daniels have made a damn important film. Honestly, it's time to see a weird genre film get its time at the Oscars. It's time, it's overdue, and Everything Everywhere All at Once is the perfect film to break all these barriers. Number 1. Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is a force. Not only is it one of the best sequels in decades, it's a masterful piece of filmmaking from start to finish. It's fair to say that no blockbuster has deserved a shot at Best Picture more than this movie. And for once, it's a film that almost everyone loves. Honestly, this is how the Academy Awards can gain some mainstream love. Looking at Top Gun from all angles, it's an easy top contender for any award show and any voting body. There's a mass appeal. It's a familiar IP starring one of the last remaining movie stars. It's also a well-crafted and surprisingly heartfelt movie, which is rare to nail when you're crafting an action-filled romp like this. Don't be surprised to see this dominate every category at the show, and there could even be an out-of-nowhere Tom Cruise nomination. What I'm trying to say is Top Gun Maverick could not only just be the savior of the box office, it is a billion-dollar film in a year that does not have a lot of billion-dollar movies, but this has a chance at turning the Oscars around and giving them some mainstream love and recognizing one of the year's most popular and one of the strongest films. What did you think of this video? What films do you want to see nominated at this year's Oscars? Do you think the Academy Awards should stick with the type of movies they normally have been sticking with, or should they spread their wings and look at films that we've included on this list? Share your feelings down in the comments below, subscribe to Flickering Myth, and let us know your thoughts. Alright everyone, let's talk about the Oscars and this year's movies right down below.